It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Breckton. While this is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
How are you?
Mr. Scott Callies.
Dang right. You remember that.
The one and only Scott.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir,
Mr.
sir.
Mr. Scott Callies.
Mr.
Yes.
Scott Callies.
Yes. Or Scooter. Mr. Scooter. I'm okay with that, too. Just throw the Mr. in there.
Got to have the Mr.
Yes. Yeah.
The song says you don't have to call me Mr.
That's not my song.
It's not your song.
Mine is like, where am I going to live when I get home? And no. Did I shave my legs for this?
What was that
Shania Twain song?
That, Shania, what's that? The old Inspector Clouseau
Yeah.
goes to the door and then he says,
I remember him.
"Does your dog bite?" And the lady says, "No." And the dog just attacks him. He said, "I thought you said your dog does not bite." She said, "It's not my dog."
Good point. Not my song.
Yeah, not my song. It's
Not my
dog.
song.
There you go. Good weekend?
It wasn't a bad weekend. Of course, Friday we went to all the way down to Lake Hamilton, and I went ahead and stayed the night. Me and Gil and his wife and daughter came down, so I stayed the night. We came back Saturday and did some stuff around the place.
Around the place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff? Yard work, let me guess.
No, I need to finish up my yard work. I'd started it and then just kind of
Took the back seat?
took the back seat. And with the nicer weather, I need to get out there and get that done.
Yeah, that nicer weather just kind of takes away your motivation to do anything, though.
I know, but it's a lot nicer working outside than when it's 100 degrees and you're out there weed eating. And yeah, it's just not a lot of fun.
Not a lot of fun.
No.
I
And
understand. It was impressed upon me that I needed to have a relaxing weekend.
Yeah. I could see that though. You had some work done, which happens. And, you had a little stuff done behind your neck, and it's probably not in a very good area to be out sweating and yeah, I get it.
Had a good trip down to Lake Hamilton. The ball game didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but the weather was great. It was a nice trip down, and we got home about 3:45.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Saturday morning, but it was good. It wasn't too bad. Was not too bad.
Yes, I not to drive back.
Wimp.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no need.
No need. Okay. How about the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks?
We can do that. Hospice
Hospice of the Ozarks is located on Barnett Street here in Mountain Home. Their phone number is 870-508-1771. They're there to help you in your time of uncertainty, is what I'll call it.
Okay.
Because they're there to help you with your end times, your end days, and not only to help the patient, but to help the families, the loved ones that come in and try to deal with that. They're caught off guard, or they may have known this has been going on for quite a while, but it's something nobody ever wants to face. Their address is actually 774 Long Street here in Mountain Home. I'm sorry. That is the hospice house address itself. The administrative office is 811 Barnett Street. But the phone number at the hospice house is 870-508-1200. The administration office is 870-508-1771. Now a quick morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the safe travels that you've given us over the weekend to get to and from. Lord, we just thank you for all of that. Lord, we just praise you for the weather that you've given us, nice and cool in the mornings, warmer in the afternoons, and we sure enjoy those as well. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to be with our government as they deal with things for the upcoming election, and how that will turn out is in your hands. Lord, we just pray that you will be with our state government, our county government, and our local city government as well. Be with all those that are making decisions. Remind them that those decisions do not just affect them, they affect everyone in our country, in our state, in our county, and in our city. And Lord, we just pray for the students that are at school on their way in, the bus drivers, the administration, the teachers, all the students as well. Give them a great day. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice House of the Ozarks, 811 Burnett Street or 774 Long Street here in Mountain Home. Give them a call. They'll help you through your, I don't know what to call it, Scooter.
Terminal illness.
Yeah.
It's most of what they, a
That's
lot
just
of what they do
with.
with. Yeah.
And the uncertainty that comes with it.
Yes.
Hospice of the Ozarks. We'll be back in a few moments after a word from Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on live views, and this is what you see today.
Fog.
Fog.
Yeah, the other camera's pointless. It just zoomed into white.
You get to see, I'm guessing that's the old Witch's Hat water tower there, probably.
Well, I think so.
And that's about all you get to see.
Yeah, that's about it. I got a couple shots that we've taken.
Over the time.
That's a pretty shot.
This is not a live shot, but if it was clear, this is what you get to see is a beautiful shot of the Rainbow Bridge, followed behind it by the old trellis bridge for the railroad tracks, and the beautiful White River. This is a shot from the Marion County, Arkansas side, back in the Baxter County, Arkansas side. That would almost make a good postcard right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Witch's Hat water tower, the radio station tower behind it. City of Mountain Home is there off to your right. There's a still shot. Mountain Home to your right, Bull Shoals to your left. The state of Missouri straight off in the horizon. Downtown Cotter, the baseball field, Railroad Museum, Contractors Trust. Just a good shot. These are brought to you each morning by Bob and Linda Zadora. Here lately it's been a lot of foggy, but you can click it out, check it out throughout the day, and it'll clear up and just be beautiful, beautiful shots. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on MLS listings. You can see what's available in our area. If you see something that catches your eye, give them a call at 870-405-0793. They'll be glad to help you. Here's some temperatures from around the area. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 54, Harrison 52, Batesville 54, Yellville 51, Marshall is 50, Salem is 52, Mountain View 50, Calico Rock 54, West Plains, Missouri 52, Springfield, Missouri 54, Poplar Bluff, Missouri 53, and St. Louis, Missouri is 49. Let's make sure that this didn't stop, and it hadn't. Take a look at the radar. Currently all the action is going on in the northeast, which is a good place for it. Works just fine for me. How about you?
Yep, they can have it.
Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, they're all clear. Florida is clear as well. And we kind of like it that way after we've had quite a bit of rain.
Go back in and zoom into Arkansas real quick.
Oh,
and
I
see if there's
keep forgetting to do
anything
that, don't I?
that pops up.
Here we go. Make sure there's no underlying little bit of rain showers from Rogers to Blytheville, from Fayetteville to Jonesboro, Fort Smith over to Memphis, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana to Greenville, Mississippi. The whole state of Arkansas is nice and clear. Let's get that where you can actually see it on the screen. There you go. How's that?
There you go.
Yep. State of Arkansas is nice and clear. So is Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, Missouri. It's going to be a good day today. Watches and warnings on the national scene. What have we got right here? Red flag for Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, and down around Houston, Galveston, And this up here is same kind of thing, I guess. Yep. Special weather advisement here for Illinois, but who knows what that is. 7-day forecast. Today, sunny, high of 82. Mostly clear tonight, low of 56. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of 85, low of 61. Slight chance of rain Tuesday night. Wednesday, chance of showers, high of 76, low of 61. Thursday, chance of showers, high of 78, low of 62. Slight chance of thunderstorms on Friday, high of 76. Friday night, 20% chance of showers, partly sunny, high near 76. That's Friday during the day. Friday night, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 62. High of 78 on Saturday, high of 78 on Sunday. Pollen and allergies. Tree pollen, none today, none tomorrow, none Wednesday. Grass pollen, moderate today, none tomorrow, none Wednesday. Ragweed, high today, very high tomorrow, and high on Wednesday. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk, 553.25, which is 1.25 above full pool of 552. Generation is unavailable, but they are running water through the minimum flow siphon. How many cubic?
I don't remember.
Over 100 cubic feet per second going through the minimum flow. Lake Bull Shoals, 557.11, which is 1.89 below full pool of 659. Currently running one generator at minimum flow. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. RetireToArkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. I say they're always busy, but never too busy to help you. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June. Up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse. With no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Good morning.
No yawning during the morning show.
No yawning during the morning show. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home. Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home is located on Highway 178 East, out toward the bypass, about a quarter mile from the bypass, right-hand side of the road. You'll know you're there when you see the mowers in the air.
Can't miss them.
Can't miss them.
No.
However, they don't have near as many as they had. I think they're starting to move some stuff over.
Are they?
It must be, because
I need to look over. I need to look up their new location, see what all they've moved over there, and they still got plenty of mowers. I mean, if you're looking for a mower, they still got rebates going on to the end of the month, and they got great financing. They can take care of you.
part sales service. If you can't get it to them,
One-stop shop.
you can't get it to them, they'll come get it from you.
Yeah, and I was there the other day, and the guy was headed out of town, and he's like, well, why don't I come pick up your mower now before you leave, and then when you get back, I'll have it ready.
There you go.
That was service with a smile right there.
Who was smiling, you or him?
The other guy.
The other guy? The customer?
The customer.
Mower Warehouse. Let's see, community news. You know what's coming up, Scooter?
I don't know, you're scaring me.
Tonight. No,
Tonight.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
So not tonight.
Hooting and hollering.
Yeah.
Hooting and hollering starts Thursday night.
There you go.
You ever been?
No, I have not. Have you?
Years ago.
Years
Like
ago.
when Tina
Well,
and I-
now it's the time to go back.
When Tina and I first got married, we went to Hooting and Hollering. But yep, that's starts tonight. There's a whole list of things that will not tonight. I keep saying tonight. Thursday night.
Yeah.
It will start Thursday night, and a whole list of things online that you can go see. Thursday the 21st starts at 5:30. Will run till midnight. Friday starts at 10 in the morning, runs till midnight. Saturday starts at 8:30 in the morning and runs till midnight. So there's all kinds of entertainment going to be going on. pie contest, that's when we need to go. That's Friday at 11:30. That's Saturday at 11:30. May need to drive up there and check out the pie contest.
May want to
Bed
tell everybody
races.
where it's at.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Bed
Okay.
races, outhouse races, a bull blast. I'm kind of worried what that might be. Yep. It's going to be located in Gainesville, Missouri, up on the square in Gainesville. Good times. The 62nd annual Hootin' and Holler Festival will take place on the Gainesville Square. All that stuff starts Thursday at 5:30 with the national anthem, the mayor's welcome, special music by a couple young ladies that will perform that night, and it'll be a good time. The Queen pageant will be there. Finley River Boys will be on the main stage. Quilt show, just a fun time. Go see some folks you probably hadn't seen in a while, and go see some folks you see every day. Just go there and have a good time.
Probably a great time.
Be a great time. Let's see what else we got going on here. 17 new business licenses were issued in the month of August. There's 8 of them are home-based businesses. That's a little bit of growth going on there. Monthly meeting for the Norfolk School Board is tonight. Yellville City Council meets tonight. There were 13 building permits issued in the month of August. One of them was for $1 million house.
Woo!
Can you imagine?
It wasn't mine, trust me.
Getting a new house, Scooter?
No.
Amanda's excited.
Yeah, she would be. I'll be at a $1 million house. You sell that thing.
Who's she been seeing on the side?
Yeah, no kidding.
Methvin Sanitation Fall Cleanup is scheduled for October the 16th to the 23rd, and that'll take care of that. The fundraiser for CTO, which is Cross Trail Outfitters, is Saturday, September the 23rd, which is this Saturday from 6 to 8:30. Doors open at 5:30. It's held at Twin Lakes Baptist Church at the Hope Center at 2645 Highway 62 Southwest. Tickets are for $25 a piece. You can get them at Rivertown Gallery at 3512 Highway 62 West. You can call Dwayne Hayda at 870-404-7999, and he'll talk to you about that event that's coming up. There'll be great local food, door prizes, raffles, music by Jerry Hopper, fun-filled evening benefiting the area youth. Teach them how to be young men out in the wilderness. Had them on the show last Wednesday. It was a good time. They did a real good job talking about this organization. It is Cross Trail Outfitters Youth Hunting and Fishing Club.
They do a lot with the kids. They really do.
If you have an opportunity to be there, please do, and it'll be a good time. They are the CTO Buffalo River, Arkansas chapter. I thought it was just a local thing, but it's nationwide.
It is.
They're spanning out all over the place, and sounds like if you don't know much about it, you can go there, check it out. You can also email Dwayne Hayda at dhayda@teamcto.org. Get some more information. But it's Saturday night from 6 to 8:30. Doors open at 5:30. It's at Twin Lakes Baptist Church at the Hope Center, 2645 Highway 62 Southwest in Mountain Home. Got anything else you want to bring up, Scooter?
I don't. I'm pretty open.
We'll come back with Monday Morning Sports Highlight. This has been Community News and Happenings brought to you by Moore Warehouse. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday morning sports update. We've got some football games going on this evening.
Do we?
Yep.
Who all's playing?
Monday football schedule includes Mountain Home welcoming Batesville to Bomber Stadium for 3 games. Kickoff is at 5 o'clock, and then there'll be a junior varsity matchup afterwards. I believe it's going to be 2 7th grade games starting at 5, and then the JV game should start between 6:30 and 7. And then Mountain View will have an 8-man jamboree, and Harrison's JV team travels over to Farmington. So it'll be like a little bit of football going on. You know, Mountain Home Bombers suffered a nail biter. I mean, it was a terrible outcome of a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say about that?
I ain't got a whole lot to say about that. There were some things that needed to be cleaned up. We'll put it that way.
Mountain Home Bombers came up on the short side of the stick nonetheless. It was 44-38. Bombers scored 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. Chris Hubbard did a great job running the ball. He is the freight train.
He did a great job.
He does.
There's a lot of people did a great job, but there were some mess ups done at very critical times that really
silly mistakes, bad penalties. I'm not saying bad calls, just inopportune penalties that come across, and that's just not a good way to try to win your first conference game. They'll play host to Russellville on Friday night. It's youth football night, is what they're saying, starting it as off as youth football night. And there's some volleyball going on. Volleyball schedule includes Mountain Home sending 3 teams in junior high over to Jonesboro Annie Camp. The 7th grade matchup starts at 4:30, followed by junior varsity matches and varsity matches. On the high school level, Cotter hosts Alpena. Flippin makes a trip to Searcy to face Riverview. Yellville heads over to Brockwell to take on Izard County Consolidated. Beckerfield travels to Gainesville. Melbourne entertains Highland. Marshall is home against Guy Perkins, and Valley Springs makes a trip to Berryville. Not much traveling going on there.
No.
Sounds like a big deal, but you were talking less than 100 miles each time.
Yeah, you're not talking about like our drive Friday, 4 hours down and 4 hours back.
Or our trip next Friday.
Yeah.
We get to be home this coming Friday, which is good.
And then, just so everybody knows, they are going to be shutting down the track from October 7th to October 19th. There will be no access to the track or the field
None
during
whatsoever.
that time. They are putting the new track down.
Which is the reason for the schedule change. It is a schedule change. Batesville is coming to Mountain Home to play these 3 games tonight due to the fact that the track will be shut down and be no access to the field for those 14 days.
Now
or
we're
so.
good for this game this Friday and everything, but then October 7th, it will be shut down until the 19th.
Yeah, after the homecoming game.
Yep. No access at all. So even people that are used to just walking the track in the evenings or whatever, there will be no access to it.
There's some high school tennis going on. Mountain View will travel to Fairfield Bay for an outing with Clinton and Heber Springs. And there's some fall baseball up in Missouri. Bakersfield hosts Norwood. See what else I can drum up here to talk about. Mountain Home High School boys finished 11th in the Green Division of the Southern Stampede. That was held at the Missouri Southern State University in Joplin. Bombers finished 11th. Green Division. William Hill was the top performer. He finished 23rd with a time of 16:02.3, and Hendrix Hughes finished 40 with a time of 16:81.61. I always forget that cross country is right now in the chill of the year.
Yeah.
So
Cross country is early, just like football.
there you go. You got anything that you'd like to bring up, Scooter?
I really don't. I don't.
Well, that is Monday Morning Sports Update. We'll be back here in just a little bit with Monday Morning Sports. Our guest this morning is Athletic Director from Yellville Summit, Coach Steve Jones, if he shows up on time.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
We'll be right back.
Bye.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
Well, folks.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday morning sports. Our guest is running just a few minutes behind this morning, but he will be here. He assures me that he's just a couple minutes down the road, so we'll go.
It happens.
We'll go along with that. Yeah,
he's driving a long ways. He's coming all the way from
and we
Yellville,
appreciate him coming.
Yes.
When he can come, we hope to get him here every Monday, but we don't get to have that. Coach Steve Jones, athletic director over at Yellville Summit, they're off to a bang-up start. We'll let him talk about that, but their football season's going really, really well. You know, our JV team that's going to take the field tonight against Batesville, they're undefeated at this point.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sure enough, I believe we're 4-0. They're doing very, very good. Brantley Phillips is the quarterback of that bunch and does a really good job. He also is the punter for the varsity team, and the backup quarterback does a good job with the Bombers running the ship and taking care of things. The JV is a very important portion of any football program, not just for the Bombers, but any football program. It gives those kids, that's their Friday night. It gives them the opportunity to shine a little bit, show what they're made of and what they want to be. Gives them an opportunity to learn a little bit more, get some actual
gives them
field
the experience,
time, and not be just a blocking dummy or a tackling dummy. They are a integral part of any football team, and the JV portion of the schedule is very, very important. Now, Thursday night, we're going to be having a couple of home games. 8th and 9th grade will be at home playing Thursday night. Our 9th grade is also undefeated at this point. They have not started their conference schedule yet. I believe they've got 2 more non-conference games before that will actually start. But they are back-to-back conference champs for the Northeast Arkansas 5A football conference.
Awesome.
Which is a new conference that was put together a couple years ago just so these guys will have something that they're shooting for other than just wins and losses. So winning a conference championship in the 9th grade has been something that's been usual. And then the 8th grade team, they don't necessarily play in the conference, but they do follow that same schedule. And then those 8th graders in November will go on to play in that spring league that's up in Missouri. And so it's a
you
good
get
time.
some good experience, though.
Yep.
Good job.
So I believe our guest just entered the building. We'll take one commercial break and come right back.
Well, maybe 2. It just depends on how long it takes me to get the camera set.
Well, by gosh.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
So have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday morning sports. This morning I've got with me Coach Steve Jones, athletic director of Yellville Summit Public Schools. Been a couple weeks since you've been here, but you've had a lot of things going on in the last couple weeks.
A lot going on: football, volleyball, and golf. And well, and you may be aware we're 4-0 in football right now. And
Yes.
I don't think I've seen you since we played 2 games since I saw you.
Right.
I think.
Right.
We played an exciting one Friday night.
Let's talk about the one from 2 Fridays ago first.
Okay, wait. Is that Arkansas Baptist?
I think so.
Okay. There's been a lot happening since then.
It's like we're going to have to shift gears. We're going to roll back. I was on mindset.
We won. I remember that.
Then that's all we need to talk about.
And it was about 800 degrees that night.
Is that right?
Oh, it was hot down in Little Rock.
Oh, my.
And we actually started the game an hour late, which made it delightful coming home that night, being even an hour later. But it was a fun game. I mean, it was, if I remember correctly, it was kind of back and forth the first half. And then the second half,
we talked about that game. Now, the game that I'm saying, Lighthouse Christian.
Lighthouse Christian
came
Academy.
to town on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
And y'all played at home. And
yeah, well, here's what happened. And I may have mentioned this, but we had a game scheduled with Decatur. In fact, it was their turn to come to us. And they folded up their football season, in July.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am, and I've got to find a home game. And I call all over everywhere. And, the Arkansas Activities Association has a bulletin board that you can go in and post stuff like looking for a coach, looking for a game, all these things. Missouri also has one. And one of my very good friends is the athletic director at Ozark High School in Missouri. And I said, hey, I'm looking for a game. Would you post something for me? And he did that within 48 hours. I had a phone call. And somebody said, we've got a JV team. Our varsity team's already playing, but our JV team, we would love to come play with you. It just can't be on Friday. And I said, well, at this point, I'll take anything I can get. But I want to tell you a quick story.
All right.
No, not quick, but it's a story.
There you go.
So a big part of my job is scheduling games, especially football. And, every 2 years we're redistricted and realigned. So there's a scramble to get games. Because, you want, ideally, as a football coach, we always liked having one game you feel like you can win, one game that can go either way, and one game that it's going to be really tough to kind of give you ready for a conference play. So I became AD in 2018. In 2019, we were redistricted. So we get our conference games settled. And then that leaves you 3 weeks to schedule non-conference opponents.
Mm-hmm.
I asked the coach, I said, who do you want to play? And he said, I'd like to play, this team, and this team. Okay. One of the teams he listed off was Two Rivers High School. Have you heard of this?
No.
It used to be Ola. And it is, we call it off the mountain. I mean, it's down like southeast of Fort Smith in that area. You have to try to get there. But they've consolidated and they've changed their name to Two Rivers. And I said, okay, that would be a good game for us. So I'm scheduling games. I get on the computer, and I type in Two Rivers High School. And I find the football coach, athletic director, phone number, and I call it. And I remember thinking to myself, this is not a prefix, that this is not 417 or 501. And then I thought, well, maybe Arkansas's added a third third area code. Thank you for helping me with my words. So I called it, and I get their athletic director on the phone, and we're visiting. I said, I'm Steve Jones, AD at Yellville Summit, blah, blah, blah. We're looking for a game, September 7th, week 3. Would y'all be interested? And I said, we will travel this year. He said, yeah, we've got that open. Let me get the details worked out. So we're talking there for a minute. He said, where exactly is Yellville located? I've never been there. I said, well, we're in the north central part of the state, halfway between Harrison and Mountain Home. And I said, and most people, if I say this, we're 60 miles south of Branson. That usually fixes it for people. And he said, Branson, Missouri? I said, yeah. He said, I'm in Wisconsin. He said, are you really wanting to play? I said, no. And anyway, we had a big laugh about it, turns out there's a Two Rivers High School in Wisconsin. And, you can't laugh at yourself, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did get the other teams scheduled, but, oh, goodness, I didn't tell that for a long time because I was embarrassed about it, but I'm not anymore. Anyway, so we got Lighthouse Christian Academy scheduled, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't that challenging. But this
will they stay on your schedule for next year?
No, this was a one-shot deal.
Decatur figured they'll come back?
Let me start all over again. we will play them with our JV next year. It'll be a good JV game for us. I don't know about Decatur. We start over next year, new conference, new district. So we're going to try to get, ideally for us, we'd like to play Berryville, Green Forest, and maybe one other. If Mountain View goes back to 11-man, we'd maybe like to pick them up. Those are 3 games that aren't too far away, and they're big enough that they're not going to fold up football.
Is there a hint of Mountain View going back to 11-man?
I've heard they're going back. I've heard that's in the
and ICC is going 11-man.
Yeah, actually, that's another one we'd like to pick up because it'd be a fairly close game, and they're pretty good.
Hour and a half drive, be there and set up and ready to roll.
A lot better than going to Mountainburg.
Let's talk about Mountainburg.
Let's talk about it. Okay, I got a story here too. Yeah, I know.
I'm loving it. Go ahead.
All right, so we go to Mountainburg, which all week people are like, "Where is that at?" And I said, "Well, it's in Oklahoma," and it practically is, but it's the actual place is south of Fayetteville and northeast of Fort Smith. It's actually in the same area that Two Rivers is in, but anyway.
Two Rivers, Arkansas.
Two Rivers, Arkansas. Yeah. So, we head down there and play them. And I get there about 6 o'clock, and I'm watching both teams warm up, and I look at their quarterback, and I ain't kidding you, this guy looks like Tim Tebow. And I'm like, holy cow. Now, I will say he wasn't as tall when I got up close to him as he looked out on the field, but he was big, and he was muscled up, and I thought we're going to have a hard time with him. And I was right. This guy could truck. Okay? So, we start playing. And Yellville, we are ground and pound. It's 3 yards and a cloud of dust, or technically we try to get 3.4 yards and a cloud of dust, and occasionally break one open. And Mountainburg, a little more passing game, but they ran a lot too with their quarterback. And I told those people in the stands, if I was their coach, I would run him about every other play because, he just run it over people.
Yeah.
So, whole game goes along, and we're behind all the time. Now they'll get ahead 2 touchdowns, we'll pull within 1. They'll score 1, we'll score 1. But it's just constant. We just can't get within that 1 touchdown range. And finally, we're in the second half. Now we came out the second half, and we were a much different football team. I think there might have been some motivation going on in the locker room at halftime. Is my guess. They came out on fire, and but still, we still had trouble stopping their quarterback. Now we got better at it. We did tackle him for a loss a time or two, but he's still a truck. Anyway, we get within a touchdown, and who am I playing? Mountainburg. They drive down the field. They get down inside the 10, inside the 5, first and goal on about, I think, the 2-yard line, but I really can't tell. They run the quarterback, which is exactly what any reasonable coach would have done. They did that twice. And then on third down, they threw a pass. And we picked it off and went 98 yards. Actually, it might have been 102 yards. The kid may have picked it off in the end zone. But when he picked it off, and at first I couldn't really tell what was happening because, it was across the field anyway. He weaves in and out, and I'm thinking, all right, well, if he can get it out to midfield, this will give us some motivation. We'll drive down and score. And he goes down there and scores a touchdown. Then we convert the 2. It's 35-35, okay? And our fans are cheering. Everybody, and I am too. It's a big moment. We've just got back in the game now. So we kick off to them. We stop them. And it's late in the game. That's the fourth quarter. And we get the ball back with about 5 minutes left. And I'm thinking, this is perfect. We are going to chew up this clock. We're going to drive down the field, and we're going to score a touchdown and win this game. And, we got a couple of first downs. We're chewing up clock. We get down inside the 30, and there's like a minute left, and the coach runs the ball again. And I'm thinking to myself, why? We got to take a shot at the end zone here. We'll throw 3 or 4 passes a game. We have that bullet in our gun, but we need to do that. Came up again. He ran it again. Then on the last play of the game, we just took the snap and sat on it. And I thought, I can't believe we just settled for a tie. I thought, well, and everybody's cheering. I thought, well, okay, I can kind of see it. We played really well the second half and just kind of came out here and exerted our will. And, we all go out to the middle of the field after the game, and everybody's high-fiving and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, we're celebrating a little too much for a tie, but, okay, that's all right. So I had this group text with all the principals and Mr. Harrison, the superintendent, and I'm texting everybody, tied 35-35. Played really well second half. I was proud of them. I was proud of them. They played a great second half. And I'm driving home, and our elementary principal, Calvin Mallett, who used to be a football coach there for a long time, he called me and he said, "Hey, on Facebook it says we won 36-35. Are you sure about the score?" And I said, "Well, I was there. I think I'm sure." He said, "Well, let me check around." So when he did that, I called one of the coaches that I knew wasn't driving the bus, it was riding. I said, "What was the final score?" And he said 36-35. I said, "Well, that explains why we didn't take a shot at the end zone." So I feel a little better about that. What happened was there was a light bulb out on Mountainburg's scoreboard. So when I looked at it, it looked like 35-35. And I hadn't been doing the math in my head every time we scored to see what it was, but we won the game, and thank goodness I didn't tweet that out until I actually found out the score. And we all, of course, the bus and and the cheerleading bus and my car, we all stopped at the Kings River, I'm talking about there.
At Marble.
Yes, at Marble. Mm-hmm. And we were all talking. I told the head coach, I said, "I'm so mad at you for not taking a shot at the end zone." Because why are we not trying to win? And anyway, they said, "Oh no, we were running out the clock at it one." So good night.
It's time for a quick break.
Sorry.
You're watching Monday Morning Sports on XL7-TV. We'll be back in a minute.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday Morning Sports. Steve Jones, Athletic Director, Yellville Summit Public Schools. Coach, when was the last time Yellville Summit was 4-0 to start the season?
Well, actually last year.
Really?
We started out 4-0 last year. A little bit different opponents, but, not reality. Our toughest contest yet will be this coming Friday night at Perryville. That's going to be that has huge playoff implications. They had a really good quarterback last year. They lost him. They lost a good running back. They have some of their linemen back. We need to get this one, and we can. if we go down there and do what we did this past Friday night and just play stout defense and run the ball at them. And one of the things that I like this, because we do this well, is we may let people hang around the first half, but the second half, physicality and conditioning are going to play a huge part in it. And so far, we've won all those battles of that part. So at Perryville this Friday night is a big one.
There's more to life in sports in Yellville than just football, so what else is going on over there?
Well, tomorrow we have the district golf tournament, and we've got, and don't ask me names because I'll mess them up, but we've got 4 boys and 4 girls entered in that, and we're hoping to take at least two each to state and do well in districts.
Where's that district tournament at?
I want to say Turkey Mountain.
Turkey Mountain.
Okay, I want to say that.
Okay.
And then we also, we're in the middle of a volleyball season as well, and our senior girls are 10-4, I believe, is their record right now, and we're in a pretty hot battle for second place in the conference. And the second, third, and fourth place teams are all really, really even, and kind of depends on who shows up that night can win the game. Conway St. Joseph is pretty tough, and I ain't gonna say they've got it sewed up, but they seem to be the front runner as of right now. So anyway, if you can get a 2 seed, that's good. Then you can go into state as a 2 seed and play somebody's 3 seed, and gives you a chance to advance a little better.
How many more games you got left in your volleyball season?
Well, we'll finish up the season, and the district tournaments will be in mid-October. So we've got 6 games left this month, probably 8 or 9 matches left.
And
we play tonight.
Is there a regional tournament after that?
No, volleyball goes straight from district, and there's fewer schools that play volleyball than, say, basketball or baseball. Okay. So volleyball will go straight from districts. The top 4 out of district will go on to state, and there'll be 16 teams at state. And we've made state something like 6 out of the last 7 years. I mean, I think of 1 year we missed, and so we want to get back there. We went last year, but we got beat in the first round. The year before that, we may not have made it. Anyway, but 6 out of the last 7 years. Mm-hmm. We do a pretty good job over there. April Martin's our coach. She does a real good job with the volleyball program.
Does Yellville do cross country?
No, we do not.
Do not.
Mm-mm. We this has been several years ago. Several years ago, we had it, and then the person that was kind of coaching it lost interest in doing it, and there wasn't a lot of kids that were doing it anyway, so we kind of let it go. That was before my time.
You've got golf that's still in regular season.
This Tuesday, tomorrow's the district tournament. It's an all-day thing,
and then it goes from there to state.
From there to state, and I'm not sure where state is at. I'm a little unprepared as for that this morning because I told you I had a little trouble getting over here today. So some of these questions I'm not really sharp on, but that's what's going on in golf. And then this is mid-September. We'll start basketball season the first week in November, so we're about 6 weeks out of that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right, because they start right away.
We will play.
You'll actually be playing before football season's over, right?
Well, yes and no. If the kids that play football will not be playing basketball, sure. We'll start the girls' season as soon as football season is over, and we'll let the boys play. We kind of go back and forth on this. We have let them play before without the football players, and then sometimes we have said, no, we're going to wait till football season is completely over. If we go into the playoffs and make a run in the playoffs, we're looking at mid-November. And it's really kind of unfair. It is unfair when schools around us get to start playing basketball in mid-October. And, the state says, no, you can't play till football regular season is over. And I've always contended that why not? Why can't we go ahead and play a basketball game with the boys that we have there? Mm-hmm. That has never made sense to me. So that's my complaint for the day.
Because some of the schools that you play against, they'll have a 2 or 3 game advantage on you before you
How
guys
about a 10 game advantage?
10 game.
We
really?
played Flippin last year, might have been Carter, one of those two, and they were like 7-3, and this is game 1 for us. So, when you can start mid-October and they'll play, and I don't blame them, I do it too. They'll play 3 or 4 nights a week.
Yeah, they've got all the kinks worked out already by the time you guys even touch the court.
Right. And of course we don't get the football players until football season is officially over, and ideally we want it to go through mid-November, so that means you've made a run in the playoffs. And that would be that would be really great. Our football coach this summer, he got real sick and was spent a couple of weeks in the hospital and everything. So for us to bounce back and play the way we have, and I need to compliment our assistant coaches. They just never missed a beat. I think I may have talked about this before, but I'm so proud of them right now. I'm proud of the work they put in, and the girls volleyball team. I get to school at 6:30, and they're there. They get there about 6:20 and start setting up the pole and the nets for practice and stuff, and that's a lot.
How's your junior high faring for football?
Junior high, well, we've only played 1 game so far, and we got beat. Actually, it was Mountainburg that beat us in junior high. Our 7th grade team has played. We did a little scrimmage with one of the Mountain Home teams last week, and we won that one, and came out pretty good. So, but we're just really kind of getting started with junior high right now. We've got 7 games left. We were 3 weeks into the season before. See, they had a cancellation too. The same school that canceled on us in high school, canceled on us week 1 in junior high. So that puts us a little bit behind.
With the reorganization, reclassification of schools that's done every 2 years, where do you think Yellville will end up?
I know where we're going to end up. Well, we are 3A in all sports, which is honestly where we belong. Now, what that means for us in most sports is we'll play with Valley Springs, Bergman, Flippin, possibly Salem and Melbourne. And that is a Green Forest, possibly. Green Forest, they may have went 4A. That's a good group. It's all pretty close and all pretty competitive. That is the old 3A1 conference, and it was fantastic. You never knew who was going to win it from year to year, and it was just a real good group. Football-wise, I am real interested to see what happens here. Okay. Being where we're located, nothing's north of us, so we either go east, south, or west. And if we go west, we're looking at being in a conference with Cedarville, Greenland, Hector, and that's a lot of travel. Okay, but it's okay, because if we go east, we're looking at Walnut Ridge, Hoxie, Piggott, Corning, schools like that, and that's even worse travel. Plus, that's mosquito country. The first month of football season, when you have to go to the Delta, oh gosh, it's awful. We were over there one night, and we didn't know. This was a few years ago. I was still coaching, and I'm over in my shorts and t-shirt, and it's about 100 degrees, at sunset. And then when the sun finally goes down, it cools off just a little. Then the mosquitoes come out. We're playing at Rector, and we weren't prepared for this with off. Okay, their team was, and we couldn't even. You couldn't even really concentrate for doing this. You'd hit one on your shirt, and blood would stain your shirt. It was awful. So, if you can't tell, I really hope we go west. Just better. But then there's also, south. If
1 minute.
1 minute. Quitman will be involved in this, and possibly Conway Christian if they move up to Class 3A. So I'm anxious to see.
That's the risk you take when you're a football school playing against schools that don't have football.
Yes.
In every other sport, so it makes it hard to do.
It does a little bit. It's a challenge.
But you won't be playing Cotter anymore.
We will probably still play Cotter just for fun. It's a good close game and pretty good rivalry, and we'll still play them. It just won't be a conference game.
What class do you think ICC will come in at?
I think they'll come in at 2A.
2A. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good non-conference game for you.
It would be a good non-conference game.
Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to make the trip over here from Yellville.
You bet. Glad to be here
every week, and we'll see you next Monday. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you tomorrow.